All right. Hello, everyone. If you're watching this video as a replay or if you're here ahead of time, we are the Trade Vets. Pretty much a channel where you can learn how trading market structure can benefit you more than using an indicator or anything else that's out on the market. It's a way that's going to allow you to become red-pilled, as we call it, and allow you to see the market for what it is and what it truly has to offer and what it has to take, and make you be the decisive factor and where you would like your portfolio to be, and give you true freedom regardless of whether it's financial in nature or whatever it is. So if you guys are here and you guys are watching this, we would appreciate for you to hit that like button so we can smash the YouTube algorithm, hit that subscribe button to see more content. Also, if you truly enjoyed the content, consider hitting that notification bell so we can get notified whenever we come out with a new video. We're not here to pull your leg. We're not here to tell you yes or no. We're here to show you the truth and have you make the decision for yourself as to where you want your success to be at. And at the end of the day, if you're coming here and you're checking these videos out, well, then your success rate is going to be pretty high. So today, guys, we have Bitcoin Brad and 3 AM Trader. We're going to be going over some TPO, some TPO stuff for those of you guys that are new. But I'm not even going to speak for the man himself. We have Bitcoin Brad himself right here. What's up, Brad?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
I don't know
How's
if
everything going?
I don't know if 3 AM wants to throw in some sense.
Good morning, aloha kakiaka, guys.
Hex yeah.
Oh, we're seeing the open kind of bounce right here, which is pretty normal. We want to watch it to see, how it's going to react. Normally the cash open is like a inventory correction period. So they say that a strong market won't break the open. The open is right here at 32,662-ish. So if we get below that, that's going to let us know that, it's not as strong as people are hoping for. So that could be a decent sign if you are looking for a short. See here.
Shorts.
I'm just trying to get the chat all set up so I can see everything all at once, guys.
Guys, also, oh shit, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Also, guys, I'm gonna post it on here again one more time. I'm gonna post it on here again one more time. I'm gonna post it on here. I had to mute myself because I just heard myself on Twitch. Whoa, that was trippy. I'm gonna post Instagram on here, guys, for those of you that don't have it. And again, it's not like, we're sitting here spamming a link, right? We want you guys to go in here and check it out because it allows us to pick you guys for the raffle, because we work based off of a.
I'm gonna go to my piggy
where's it at?
bank.
I can't find my chat.
James, did you short that open on
there it
the
is.
Yeah, I'm still in the short, and I got one more tick profit.
There you go.
29.50.
Me too.
Check that out, guys.
Wait, yeah, I got mine.
Low, but
29 as a quarter.
we'll see.
All right, yeah, guys, check out that Instagram. A lot of good stuff in there, and we're gonna be uploading signals and other things on there. It's a startup page. We want to see if you guys are interested, but we're gonna reward followers back with a raffle of being selected for a class one-on-one. Well, not one-on-one. You'd be, filling 1 out of 20 seats, and Bitcoin Brad will be facilitating it. He'll be teaching it, and you guys can ask him any questions. So I always want to get that out because I know some people are kind of just iffy about it, and they kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should do it, but check it out. Right? You don't pay with money. All you're doing is liking it and following the rest of the instructions, and it just gives you an opportunity to have a heads up in the market. But if you guys have any specific questions related to TPO, just put them in the chat. I'll try to get to them as fast as I can, and I'll try to pass them over to Bitcoin Brad whenever he finishes teaching one subject at a time.
Yo, Eduardo, Chappies, Clockwatcher, Boots, Crypto Chemist, Charles, Otto, Chris B, Clockwatcher, Elena, Fox, Chris, John, Burnett, All Stars. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lloydie. So it looks like we're catching a strong little bounce off the open. Pretty standard because we've got a bunch of short inventory kind of during this session. So we just have to kind of watch on how it acts. right? Let's see how it acts, up here at the point of control, and we'll just go from there. Um, we caught a nice little stop run, right, which is pretty standard right before the open. They try to take some inventory down here and then bring it back up, right? So all these people that are long down here, where's my pen? So all these people that are getting long right here, getting long right here, getting long right here, they got stopped out right here just to have price come right back to where their entry was at, right? The most frustrating thing when you're trading is something like that. And that's what the market makers aim to do. They aim to to do stuff like that because that's just how they work, you know?
It's just the way it is. Playing their game.
Exactly.
Sue Nelson. What's up, Sue? Glad to
What's up,
see you.
Sue? Now we're basically back to even in the trade. I posted a trade in the Discord. Typically I don't really take these trades like right on the open just because of this reason, right? Probably should have taken a little bit down here, but I was kind of distracted with the getting all this stuff set up. Um, I only got filled on 2 parts. So I was looking to get filled another one up at 32.9, like right above, right here, right above this point of control. If it peaks above and fails this high, I'd like to add some like right here and then try to write it back down. So I only have a partial fill on this one. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Carefully with New York. Yeah. It's interesting to see all starts like how they do this. So they ran these stops and then, moved price right back to where these people were at. So it could be a nice little move back to the downside, right? So they move this price back up. So these people that got stopped out buy back in and get trapped. And then they move price back down. Banked. Nice. There's my second take profit on the ES. Let's see how we act at the D low. So some news, right? We saw yesterday everyone was talking about the whole Trump thing, and then there's a couple of other countries that are talking about bringing Bitcoin as their currency. So that's going to be something to watch definitely going forward. There's basically just going to be an interesting thing going forward because if it's going to catch on like wildfire, like a snowball, right? Like they say, like snowballs rolling down a hill, it just picks up steam. There's going to be other countries, especially these other countries that don't really have a very valuable currency. They're going to jump onto something like Bitcoin because it can be, so valuable, and that can really boost, their government, and that's why they're doing it ultimately. But it could really put some value behind them, and that's what their goal is.
Brad, do you mind if I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you see in the future, kind of like how in the past we had the gold standard and we had U.S. bills be printed off of the amount of gold that we had? Do you see that happening with Bitcoin? Let's say, a poor country anywhere around the world accumulates a good amount of Bitcoin, right? And let's just assume that, and this is just, guys, again, right? A lot of this is just we're speculators and we're speculating on the Bitcoin price, right? So I'm just gonna say, let's just assume, right, that Bitcoin will either, hold a steady price for a government to realistically consider it, or it goes up in value. So if that happens, do you think a government will print bills or print their currency based off of Bitcoin, like backed by Bitcoin? Could you see that being a thing?
Yeah, it could be something like that, like where they try to value their money with gold, but ultimately I don't see them doing that. Ultimately, I see them mostly just trying to go straight digital.
Okay.
It's in a government's best interest to be 100% digital because then they can tax every transaction. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
yeah,
if there's no
gotcha.
cash transactions between, consumers, especially if, let's say you come over to my house and let's say you own like a small business, right?
Okay.
And but you're my friend. and you're like, hey, I'll put your sprinklers in, just do it for, for cheaper though, because, we're friends or whatever. But I have to pay you in Bitcoin. So, there's that transfer right there. It's going to be tracked and they're going to tax it instead of me just, giving you like, oh, hey man, thanks for helping out. Here's $500 or whatever it is, you know? So, instead of getting the cash, they're gonna try to tax that ass.
Okay, that makes
You know
sense.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
No,
So,
I got you. That makes a lot of sense because then they can just like it's easier. A lot of people have been talking about that. The whole like central bank digital currency thing. Like there's a argument towards it, and people are like, okay, it's good for the grand scheme of things in crypto, yeah. But they were saying that like governments naturally, like you said, they're gonna want to tax things. So when you have like a central bank digital currency that's easier to track than dollars are because they're not physical, it makes everything you know less private. People, the government can pretty much see what consumers are effectively sending their money to or spending their money on, and it takes more data from consumers.
right. It is definitely I mean, it definitely has like, there is some really good things about it, but there also, everything that's good can get turned into bad by bad people always. That's kind of like just how everything works.
That double-edged sword.
Clockwatcher said, did we see that the FBI sees BTC wallets from pipeline hackers? I didn't see that. Or actually, no, I think I did. Someone posted it. Was it you that posted it in the Discord, Clockwatchers? I was reading that article somewhere. Um, I think I was out of the Discord. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Typically that's what they do. The U.S. government is one of the bigger holders of Bitcoin, believe it or not. So that's pretty standard on what what's happening for sure. Let's get this algorithm rocking early and go ahead and let's bang that like button. Who's uh who's drinking a bang this morning? Let's see some ones in the chat if you're drinking a bang, and twos if you're drinking coffee. And Andy's if you're in the chat, go ahead and put a three for your tea. Exactly, going to chills is their best interest. That's why all the FUD they want to accumulate, just as we're seeing. Yeah. Um, do it automatically show you the line where it has the POC for this chart? Yeah. So the POC is right here. It should automatically show if you go into our Discord and download this indicator, it will show you. Okay, lots of coffee drinkers. I like it. C-130 is a coffee drinking. Oh, we got some tea drinking. I like it. Crypto Chemist is drinking a special drink. It's called 16. He made it in his lab.
Oh man,
It's red. It's the red pill, but it's in drink form.
this man's gonna have infinite knowledge.
Timmy Sorensen got that tea.
It's a good amount of twos.
Yeah.
Three.
Coffee's nice in the morning too, especially depending upon where you're at. See, so I'm in California, in Northern California too, so it's already about like 85 degrees outside. And there's Andy's with his tea. Uh, so it's nice to have something a little bit shorter. The C-130 refer to the planes. Yeah, so we're like the trade vets, on the C-130. He's our ride to the promised land, right? Just
The
stick with
airplane.
C-130 and he'll get you where you need to go.
Was that 3 a.m. says the way? This is the way.
Yeah, when you were flying into Iraq, you guys were on a C-130, right?
Yeah. Or at C-17, I think, but I think we did end up getting a
Oh,
C-130.
C-17. Did you guys do a combat landing into Iraq?
No. Thank God
Oh,
we
no?
didn't. No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wish, but it's like whatever though.
A lot of people will throw up and stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's just such a long flight just to jump out. That would have been lit though. We could get that little badge, that yellow badge, the mustard stains, what they call it, on your earbud
Oh,
wings.
for the combat landing.
Yeah, you get a little participation trophy, bro.
Here you go. Congratulations.
Congrats at being randomly selected for doing this, even though you had no choice in it.
She's having the Irish coffee this morning. Are you guys anticipating a deeper dip on BTC? So we're kind of just watching. We are kind of getting close to breaking that open. I did post a short up here at 32,818. So there is probably some people that are that are short. We need to see a break of this M and then try to attack some of this downside. This was a really big just correction. And I think someone posted I think it was Auto posted something about inventory. So inventory correction auto is something that happens, typically in the futures market because most of the cash session for the S&P 500 is, during the US session. Um, and so we have all these different sessions here with Bitcoin because it never stops trading, right? But we see like super light inventory, during some sessions and especially the sessions that overlap. Like right now we have London and the United States open. And so that's a nice overlap session. And so when I'm talking about inventory correction, I just like consider like this that inventory correction, right? So this is the London Open, and London ran the stops to the bottom and the top, right? Because they wanted to control the whole position, right? So they controlled the whole position. We had structure here, and London said, they took a note out of Asia's book and said, I want to control the whole position, right? So, maybe they're building a position. They let the price come back down. We got to bounce off these same spots pretty much, like a little four tap. They move back up. They move back down. They ran some stops before the U.S. Open, and so it's kind of see. Oh, look, I almost drew like a cup and handle. I know people love these patterns. I don't know how they break out. I think cup and handle goes like this, and then it goes like, right? I'm not sure though. But so we'll kind of see how that's kind of how I think of inventory correction when it comes to Bitcoin because you see some of these opens, control positions, right? They wanted all of the position. They just wanted to take everything. So that way they can push the market around however they want. The trade bets, could this be end of the bull run? So we don't really concern ourselves with the bull run. We don't we don't worry about bulls or bears or what was it from Wolf of Wall Street, lions or tigers or
Mhm.
bears. We don't concern ourselves with that. We just concern ourselves with the market structure and trade off of market structure.
For all the people out there that that want to that for all the people out there that want to accumulate Bitcoin, guys, this is the best way to accumulate Bitcoin. That's not gonna be as cost effective as it just how most people in the crypto space say, right? Always buy the dip, always buy the dip. People at the 2017 bull run the blow off top came in at 20K. We're just buying the dip all the way till Bitcoin eventually hit 3,000 and COVID, just to come back up and break even. You know what I'm saying? To probably not even sell and just now be probably about 10 grand above their entry. So like the most cost effective way, guys, that'll help you with learning the market psychology, how it plays out, would be to pretty much trade how we're trading here and take that red pill. Because if the goal is to accumulate Bitcoin, this is, like I said, the easiest and most cost effective way because you can accumulate Bitcoin based off your efforts and based off of market conditions and trading this way gives you a sense of risk management, which not a lot of people have because it's normal, right? When it comes to managing risk and managing money, we have most of us start off with a job and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a paycheck next month anyways. I'll just throw it in here, but we're trying to shift people's mentality into something that they've never experienced before. And so for that, guys, it's going to take a lot on our end to teach you guys and a lot on your end to learn it. But so far, our community has been very dedicated to learning this. And we're here to give you guys that information. If you're down, you're just going to have to, you're just going to have to, you're going to have to be with the community. Like, the rest of the people are to be able to get to that point and be able to fully see the market the way we see it. If you don't already see it that way already.
Yeah, so what we're seeing right now, right? We saw some sellers come in right here, but we're also seeing some buying come in down here. So it kind of looks like they're letting people sell down into it, and we're seeing them kind of take it in. They are hitting it on the ask, so they are kind of aggressively buying right here. So it's kind of a little battleground right here. So there could be a big buyer just sitting here, just kind of just jumping in whenever whenever the price comes down to the bag that or the price that they're trying to jump on. So, we kind of have to just watch and see.
Apparently that new Fortnite season came out, Brad.
Oh yeah, my controller's still busted, so I can't play Fortnite.
Oh, dude,
I
that
could
sucks.
play like Halo or something. I just don't have with the paddles being not working. It's just I can't play Fortnite without them.
I would not even try, dude. They added like Rick and Morty and shit and
See,
like
so
alien shit.
there's that buyer just sitting down here trying to soak this in, and um, so we kind of got to see. It's kind of a tight game. So if you are short right here, you're gonna want to be tight on your stop loss or on the close button, just because it's gonna be a tough game for it to break, right? But what can happen is if there is this huge buying and we still can't go up, it could puke down a little bit more, and that's what we'll see. It is just hesitating right here, right? So this is definitely a battleground. It looks like the equities market is kind of finally starting to make a direction, right? Starting to go down. Um, so, we're kind of seeing that go, which kind of looks good to me.
It's about the momentum. Get the momentum rolling. Wayne B, I'm ready to consider being re-educated. Hell yeah, dude. That's the attitude, man. A lot of people in the crypto market, guys, we jump into the game, we see Bitcoin, it looks good, right? We get in when a good run up is coming, a nice macro run up that lasted for about 4 months, and we're making money, and the next thing you know, things are going down, and you have to reevaluate what you're doing, and re-educating yourself is the smartest thing to do, because realistically, you think it takes more time to re-educate yourself, and why do that? But it's actually, in the grand scheme of things, going to cost you less time, because learning about a new method of trading that will allow you to see these tops and bottoms in a more a more transparent way is going to cost you less time in the grand scheme of things, instead of just sitting here and trying to guess the top or guess the bottom or guess where the current market conditions are.
The money goes into my piggy bank. Sorry, guys. Whenever a trade goes my way, it plays that piggy bank song from 50 Cent in my headphones. So, um, let me get to some of these questions real quick. Otto, you got it. Perfect. Crypto Mass says altcoin bag is 32 pounds, or 30, is that euros or pounds? I think that's pounds.
I can never tell.
32,000 pounds. Dang. What coins are you holding, Otto? Crypto? Uh, Wayne B, consider to get re-educated. Yeah, Wayne, are you brand new? Did you just join today, or did you just find the video today? If so, join the Discord. We'll definitely help you out. We've got a great community, and we kind of we don't really battle in there. We don't really talk about bears or bulls or anything. We don't shit talk people for going long or short. We just try to help each other out, try to post our opinion. The equities market is having a little correction off this A open, which I'm enjoying. Um, let's see if Bitcoin is going to follow it down, right? They have been trading fairly similar. Bitcoin had a big drop, overnight, and the futures market didn't, but now the futures market seems to be, kind of attacking lower. So I'm sure 3AM's over there just loving this. Here we go. So we're able to get underneath of these buyers. Once we get under here, this is where their stop loss is going to be. So if we get through this, we're going to see a nice little puke, and then we'll just see how they react, right? If we get responsive buying, they'll try to push price back up into here. If they don't, and we just see the sellers hold, right? So there's that person kind of closing some of that long position that they're taking. Someone's long, really long right here, and they decided to get out right here, a little bit of it. So let's see if they push this through. If they can push it through, What you're looking for is the candle to come down like this, and you're looking for sellers to defend the impulse area, right? So as soon as you see that little pump, you want to see sellers defend that impulse area. If not, what's going to happen is buyers are going to come back in and try to push price back up to here, which is their entry price, where they'll look to add some more to that position. You're in the UK and they ban leverage trading. Any thoughts on which exchange to trade with? Sal, I think a lot of people are using a VPN. Oh, okay, there we go, James. Yeah, so it was pounds. Um, so a lot of people are using a VPN, and that's that's I think that's kind of like the thing to do is use the VPN. Crypto Mask says pounds. Yeah, so he has. Let me look. Hot fill soul dot Cody UTKRC BNB. I like BNB and XRP. I hold those as well. I don't have any of the other ones, but I do like those too. All right, boom. So there's the stop run, and let's see if sellers are going to defend this M low. Right, that's kind of what we're looking for here. That's why we saw that nice little impulse. Let's see if sellers start to pour on. We are getting some negative delta. But if we don't get follow through, what that's going to mean is that that buyer that was probably here, because we saw him sell a little bit of the position here, maybe he's going to buy it back a little bit lower. So what we want to see is we want to see the selling continue or the price continue to move down, and that's going to let us know that the selling is that no one's just soaking this up, right? So here we go. This is a little bit of responsive buying. So someone's trying to soak this position up. We need to see follow through from the sellers in order to keep pushing this thing down. What do you mean the equity market is going down where you're pointing somewhere I don't see on this chart? So, I'm trading futures at the same time as we're doing this and the US S&P 500 futures. So I'm looking at the other chart on one of my other screens and it's having a little correction. Sorry about that. That's kind of what I'm referring to. So here we go. Let's see if these sellers are going to be able to bring us down a little bit more. If not, it's kind of a decent spot to maybe be careful. See, once you get the VPN, the whole world is yours. Yes, all stars, the world is yours. Yeah.
Yeah, VPNs be hitting differently.
Long and short, my entry was 32,818. So, like right here. AMC is going nuts. Is it going up, Alex? Let's take a look. Where is my mouse? Oh yeah, it's raging up. Yeah, so this is what happens, guys, is there's a huge short position on AMC, right? They're doing this, they did the same thing to GameStop. There's a huge short position and people are just shorting, and then what happens is when you short in a stock market, it's not like when you short on Bitcoin or you short on futures. When you short in a stock market, you have to borrow the money from somebody, right? Or borrow the shares from somebody. So when you're borrowing these shares, you have to, once you get to a price, they basically call back and say, "Hey, I need my shares back," which is, normally some type of institution that's letting you borrow these shares, and it's similar to like getting liquidated, right? It's called a margin call in the stock market. So they're getting that margin call saying, "Hey, I need those shares back." And sometimes people will just jump out of them, and what that's doing, it's flooding the market with these shares, and there's all these other people that are trying to buy this up, So, and I'm sure what's his name? What's the guy from The Big Short?
Big Short.
Michael Burry. He probably has like a huge holding in AMC, right? A huge long holding in AMC because he's a genius. So look, we saw the point of control drop down to here. We've got some sellers coming in here, but it does kind of it looks like a pretty fair auction down here. It's definitely a battle, So mechanical buying and responsive buying, the difference is So responsive buying is when we break a low, right? Whereas mechanical buying would be at like, so if let's say price comes up to this value area high right here, or it came down to the value area low and we saw buying, right? So if it comes up to this value area high and we see selling, that's mechanical selling. They're selling the value area high. Or if it comes up to the VWAP and we see selling, that's mechanical. Whereas responsive is we get some stops ran, right? So we see a nice little move, and then people jump in to buy thinking that it's going to bounce, right? That's the difference that there.
So another way to look at mechanical is like numbers that don't change. So the overnight high, overnight low, the open, things like that. They're numbers that don't change. Responsive buying you could think of as like more emotional. You see stops being run, you want to hop in the trade, you get FOMO or something like that. So you either want to buy, or you want to sell that, that low right there. So mechanical is like numbers that don't change, overnight high, overnight low, open, things like that. Or you got responsive buying, where it's kind of like more emotionally tied to things. So that's another way you guys can look at it.
The stops are getting pushed hard.
Yeah, so we're up about 500 points since I posted the trade. So definitely, this is a spot where you want to be careful. Don't let it reverse on you and let a winner turn into a loser, right? And if those of you that were on the stream yesterday, I changed the background on the charts. It's just so you guys can see it a little bit easier. Uh, it has like a nice. I faded the star in the back, so hopefully you guys like this background better. I figured I might as well just stick with the EXO charts just because that's what most of you guys are using, and so it's just easier because we're on the same page. Like my Ninja Trader, I'm on the D bar. This is on the B bar. I tried to mess with the hours, but there's just like it's just kind of a pain in the ass. So I just didn't do it, didn't finish it.
And then for those of you guys that don't know, Bitcoin's pretty heavily tied to the U.S. equities market. When that big bull run happened and Bitcoin went up to $60,000, a lot of people that have money in accounts are asking their brokers like, "Hey, you guys invested in crypto? Oh, how come? Because Johnny's account,
I'll be
he's
right
got
back.
crypto, so I'm gonna take my
Okay.
money, move it over to this broker." So a lot of people were forced to buy Bitcoin in that bull run, and that's what pushed the price up so hard and so fast. So now, when smart money is in there, they're going to take profits. Smart money takes profits. They don't sit there and they don't hodl. All right. The only people that hodl are institutions that have like Apple and Tesla and things like that. They're in there for the long run. They're not going to sell Tesla for 50 years, 60 years until Tesla hits, $3,000 again. So when we have, a crash in like Bitcoin, a crash in the equities market now, they're going to play off each other because what's going to happen is if one asset goes down, whether it's the Bitcoin or the equities market, they're either going to have to liquidate their position and take the loss, or they're going to liquidate another position that's up in the equities market or in Bitcoin and take that to cover the other side. So you guys have to pay attention now to the entire market. Just like if you were to trade the ES futures, you would look at the NASDAQ, the Dow to see how the ES would perform because it's compiled of stocks in the NASDAQ and in the Dow. You're going to have to do the same thing with Bitcoin now. You're going to have to look at the equities market. If the equities market opens down or opens up, you guys are going to have to take a look at that kind of stuff. So we're here to turn you guys into well-rounded traders over everything. So like I said, once you guys learn TPO, market profile, you guys can trade any market. So you guys are going to have to learn the mechanics and learn everything about a traditional market. And that's what Brad is trying to teach you guys. If you guys are going to trade off indicators and all this kind of stuff, some people out there can make a living off of it, but as you guys have seen before, indicators can really burn you guys. It's only meant for strong trend days and stuff like that. And right now, you guys are having influences from other markets that are coming into the Bitcoin market. Progressive Martian, thank you so much for that $5. Yes, we're keeping it real for you guys. So we're trying to educate you guys about what's actually happening in the market, not about Bitcoin going to the moon, Bitcoin being $1 million by the end of the year. We're trying to teach you guys things that are going to affect you in real time. If you guys have a portfolio and it's down a lot, you guys can hedge. People that are in the stock market, people that manage portfolios, they hedge. What is hedging? Hedging is basically trading a position that's the opposite direction, without liquidating your stock. So if you guys are long Apple and you guys don't want to get rid of your Apple shares, maybe you buy some Apple calls or puts, or you guys go play the futures market. If you guys can hedge your guys's your Bitcoin portfolios if that's what you guys have. Okay. But pretty much, you guys have to take a look at the other markets, stuff like that. I'm not saying to trade it, but at least take a look at it, because if the other market's doing bad, there's a good possibility Bitcoin might be doing bad, or they might be doing the opposite of each other that day. It all depends on the day. So that's all I got to say. Get off my little soapbox, give it back to Brad or C130.
Oh yeah, it's it's definitely about finding that inverse correlation of the markets. How you were saying 3 a.m. Because I mean, once you, what's up, Brad? We're just talking about like the correlation between the regular traditional markets and Bitcoin, like what's happening recently. When you identify like that correlation and you see, like, honestly, guys, like when you see, it's all about seeing where the smart money is. How 3 a.m. was saying, right? Like, also Progressive Martian, I know 3 a.m. kind of shouted you out, but I also want to shout you out, man. Thank you so much for the $5, and we're definitely here to just tell you how it is, because like Brad said, we'll teach you guys the structure and how everything is, and anything can get traded with the way that we're trading. But also we appreciate that everything that you guys donate goes towards infrastructure of the Citadel, and we do everything we can to improve it, and the money goes right back into the community. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. But yeah, identifying that, guys, is also a key thing, because the Bitcoin space, right? Trust me, I was a whole coiner, man. You just see Bitcoin and crypto, and you don't want to look at anything else because you think everything else is garbage. At least I did. It's like, okay, why buy anything inferior if Bitcoin is so superior? But at the end of the day, regardless of any asset and how superior it may be, guys, don't ever shut your mindset off from seeing other things, because then you're just missing and taking an opportunity cost and the possibility of things actually being better. Now, everybody who bought Bitcoin at like 20, 30K, 40K, they had that mindset of this is a superior asset. Well, now, it's down 50% from the all-time high, actually more than 50%. And it comes into your mind. It's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Do I keep buying the dip? Like, no, that's why you're here. We're going to show you how to make money without having to buy the dip and just looking at the price action move wherever it goes. We're going to show you what the smart money is doing. You're going to be able to see for yourself where the smart money is going. You're going to be looking at both markets because you're an educated investor. You're saying something, 3M?
I just love me some stop runs.
Oh, yeah, I see that. It's just popping, man. Brad's the only person who can take a scalp, get his profits, but still turn around and turn it into a swing trade if you low-key really wanted to. Like,
there's that first take profit. Yeah, I think that's that first take profit we were looking for. The post was take profit was 32,245. Yeah, so there it is. Almost to the tick. Let's see if we got any more juice in the tank. We're looking for 32 flat. 32 is what I was looking for. I just like it because it's like it's a psychological number, right? 32,000, right? That's that Shaq number, the OG Shaq number, my favorite player of basketball of all time. So the 32K just seems like that's where a lot of transactions were done when we had that previous drop. I know we dropped down to like about 29, a little bit lower than 29, but we did a lot of volume right there at that 32 level, and that's where I'd like to see how price interacts with that. So, and yeah, Progressive, yeah, thank you for the $5, man. Definitely, we appreciate everything. Like I'm sure 3 a.m. and C130 said, everything's going to go back into the community so we can, get all of you guys up to speed and turn all you guys into, amazing traders.
Hell yeah. And to add one more thing, guys, how Bitcoin Brad's doing it right now live, right? I'm going to go ahead and prop open this Discord on the other screen real quick. If you guys see right here, if you guys go to the Discord, there's an admin trade alerts portion, right? And, Bitcoin Brad's goal is to put as much money into your guys' pockets as possible, so you guys are able to manage your risk a lot more. So at least you guys can get to the point where you can break even and you'd be good if you're not having not so good of a time trading, or trying to get you to make those profits, because these are feelings that you're only able to get emotionally once you hit that goal. But we want to show you how to manage risk and remove emotions from the question. So we want to give you guys a heads up. Don't take these trades as just simple alerts for going long or going short. That's not the goal. Okay, we do, even though they are there and you can do that, but the goal is for you guys to pretty much see the decision-making process behind every trade, why every trade was the way it was, why the risk was managed a certain way. You guys can log these things. Bitcoin Brad talks about this all the time. Have a journal. You saying something?
Yeah, I was going.
This man.
There's there's our take profit too. Um, so a great trade right off the open, guys. Right before the open. Chappies, I don't know if you're in the chat. Hopefully you held the trade. I know Chappies was in the short. Um, I think he got in a little bit before me even. We jumped in before it just looked like it was ready to go, right? So now we're down here. We hit both of our take profits. So if you have a runner left or a little bit left in the tank, don't let it run all the way back to your entry, just trying to hit a home run. If you start to see weakness, definitely cut it off. So, Josh Brennan, unfortunately, you're still paper trading. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with paper trading, right? It's actually going to save you money in the long run. Jumping on the paper trading train, because that's what's going to help you. Awesome. Here we go. Look at this. This is great. This is what I love to see. We posted a nice trade. And I thought about not posting it in the chat and just doing it on stream, just for those of you guys that are tuning in and banging the like button for us. Get like the insider look. But I actually got in the trade before the stream started, so it's I just kind of had to post it. So, and I do want to help everyone out in the community. Yo, there's Chappies. Did good on that one, protecting my capital and took it out as well. And now the last bit, nice short, nice. Glad to hear it. Bill said bend the knee, right? I like that. I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. All right, my favorite character was the Hound. That's he keeps it real all the time. That's what I like about him. And that's how I am. Some people don't like him for keeping it real. Some people don't like me for keeping it real, but I just don't give a fuck. So you just if you're just real with yourself and real with everyone around you all the time and people don't like you for it, that's just natural. Look at everybody, everybody hates on people that do good things, and that's because one, mostly jealousy, or two, some people are just fucking haters,
Yeah, that is true.
And especially in the crypto space, I'm kind of the only person that's really teaching this TPO. I'm sure a lot of people are using the TPO and not talking about it. But I'm kind of the only person that's really teaching it. And a lot of people don't like me because, I'm kind of going against that market cipher. And they think that I don't know what I'm doing or whatever. But, we've caught some nice shorts. I don't know if let's take a peek. Let's look. I always like to look to see what happens. Where's this fucking thing at? I don't have market cipher, so we got to use the
market cipher from New York.
the ghetto version. What's it called? Fu Manchu. All right, here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. They did this little head fake again. You see this green dot right here. I don't know what any of this shit means. I just know the dots. But you see this green dot right here as it broke the VWAP. Probably a lot of people jumped in. We don't get the short red dot until price is already too late. So this is kind of like it does look like it got some momentum to the upside. People probably bought. They got trapped up here because they're not using market structure, right? If we're looking at the market structure, we're looking at this, right? This was the market structure. We had our highs up here and our lows down here, but this thing came right within, a couple ticks of that. Oof, look at that. Let's see if we can get down to this 31,064. This was our target from last night, our big target from last night, which we just smacked. So that's nice. But let's see if we can keep going. We are seeing some responsive buying there, but this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's a dangerous game just following something. I'm not saying that this can't work. I'm just saying that it can be a bit distracting, right? Which is why I just tend to stay with the structure.
Removing that noise.
Exactly.
Guys, at this point, guys, it's gotta be real with it, right? At this point, guys, if you're not in the Discord, you guys are missing out, man. We have literal gold in there that Brad is just striking with these trades, guys. And if you guys, are not taking advantage of this opportunity to grow yourselves as traders, you should really consider doing so. You want to maximize every potential avenue, and we don't go about it like other traders do. That's the thing. Our YouTube doesn't go about it the way these other guys' YouTubes are going about it. We're showing you guys. We're showing you skin in the game. Brad, I think it was yesterday's stream showed his broker statement for for what he was doing in that day. He showed his profits and losses, and he won all 20 trades. He said it usually doesn't happen, which it's all percentage games. It's all based on your risk management, but it's going to show you guys that he is doing what he says he's doing, and that's what matters, is knowing that that person that's trying to teach you something is actually following their advice and following through, managing their risk and sticking to their trade plan.
And also, guys, I've seen it a lot around. I mean, not just in the crypto community, but just in trading in general. A lot of people will cherry pick things and post this or post that. But I'm posting all these trades before they happen, right? So before they move, not after they move, and I tell you guys, oh, I shorted up here. No, I posted that I was short up here in the Discord before we moved down, before the open, during the M period. So, these are actually happening. And I'm not perfect, right? I lose trades just like everybody else. Um, so you can't just blindly follow me, but you got to you have to understand that the market structure is going to be, something that's going to help you out for sure.
Exactly. The overall goal, guys, how we're teaching this, especially the way Bitcoin Brad is trying to get you guys to absorb this knowledge. It's kind of like when you're trying to teach like a kid to ride a bike, you got to have the training wheels on. I mean, this is not to insult anyone's intelligence, but this is truly like a good way of putting it. It's just you're riding on the training wheels right now, or you're just trying to see the flow. You're riding on the training wheels, and you're getting a feel for it. You understand what it is, even though if you were to remove the wheels, you would still be going. But some people are just they're scared to take off the training wheels, even though they realistically don't need them. What's going to happen is the wheels are going to get removed without you knowing, and you're going to be riding the bike as a kid, and you're going to be like, oh, this isn't difficult. That's the thing. That's where the mind game comes. It's like you could do it. You can do it. You just have to get that push to go do it.
Hey, so for those of you that rewatched the stream last night, 3 a.m. and I have a bet that this amazing community can get to 500 likes on Instagram. Ian, thank you for the $10, man. That's awesome. Learning how to read a matrix, love it. So 3 a.m. and I have a bet. I bet him 10 slots in the class that we can get to 500 within 24 hours. So I announced this last night at about probably about 9 p.m. So we have about 24 hours, so 9 p.m. tonight Pacific time. If we can get to 500 likes or 500 follows on the Instagram, we're going to be able to add 10 more slots in there, and I'd love to have more people in there. 3 a.m., like you guys know, he's my senior trader, and he is also kind of like the back end manager. So he takes care of all that stuff. I really focus on teaching and performance psychology. Those are my passions. So let's prove him wrong. Let's show 3 a.m. that he's wrong, and let's get up that 500 followers, or is it likes or followers on Instagram, right? And then if you're trying to get in the class, there's some other things that 3 a.m. tossed on there that if you do, you can get extra entries. So jump in that raffle, get in there, and let's get this class rolling. I'm pretty much done with the class. I have it all geared up. I'm just waiting for you guys to hit me up. Morning, guys. Didn't get your stream notification. Did you post the stream in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me double check. I feel like I posted on the everyone on the general chat.
You should just spam it in all of them.
Yeah, got you. But if I didn't, guys,
close your trade. Congrats. Awesome.
I was gonna say, if I didn't, guys, make sure that, because I'm trying to set up a bot so it updates automatically. But if I didn't, right, go ahead and hit the notification bell, and it will notify you about the stream. That's if you guys want to hit that notification bell. It'll just be another heads up, pretty much. I know some people may have issues with that noti bell though.
And to add on to what Brad said, if we get to that 500 by tonight, and he does the class and he does it for 30 people, he's gonna do it twice too. So he's gonna do it one time in the morning time for us here in the U.S., and then another time in the evening in the U.S. for our people that are out of the country, around the world. So, not only that, but if we have people that don't show up to the class, I'll have a waiting list. And if you guys want to be on standby, like for a flight or something like that, then we'll hop you guys into the class too. So there'll be possibly 2 opportunities for people that don't make the first 30 to get into that class. So if you guys, get us to that 500, then there might be more opportunities for you guys to hop in the class too. We want to have a full class. We want to have all 30 seats filled each time. So we're not going to be like, a flight or something like that, leave with it empty. So, just come over here, get us to 500, tag your friends, tag your family, tag some people that use this good info that we're giving you guys, and let's spread it. So, try and get everyone off the indicator juice, all right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, start taking those red pills and entered in. She said nearly fingerprints until 27. Yeah, so there's a lot of space down here. You know, I really like. I mean, we're hitting a we're hitting a really nice short. We're up about um up over 1,000 points right now. And this is a lot. We did it live in the Discord. So if you're new in the chat and you haven't joined the Discord, I definitely recommend joining the Discord. Let's zoom out on here. See, where we're going. Actually, unfortunately, ExoCharts is a little bit it's a little bit slow. So let's switch to this and see where these single prints are at. Here we go.
Long short said he only got notified on the Discord, so maybe we gotta fix something on the Twitch and on the YouTube, guys.
Okay. Here, give me 1 second, guys.
Also, big shout out to Ian again. Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. We appreciate the $10 donation, man. He's, I'm gonna read it one more time. Says, so grateful for Bitcoin Brad C130, and ETHEREUM and the crew, in the Discord, starting to learn how to read the matrix. Yeah, man, dude, thank you so much. Those $10, man, not gonna go to waste, bro. It's gonna go straight back into the Citadel. We're gonna go straight back into you guys and being, allowing us to be the traders that you guys want us to be, so we can teach you guys this information. So thank you so much for donating to the cause, man. We're here for you guys. Thank you. Also,
yeah, so like C130 was saying, we're gonna have a website coming up soon. So we'll have like a lot of links on our website. Have like a little about us profile. Like I said, we're very transparent about who we are. Like, we want you guys to see us, see our faces, know who we are, because we're normal people just like you guys. We're not Bitcoin millionaires because we bought it $100 a Bitcoin or anything like that. We're people that have normal jobs before, normal lives, normal careers. We got kids, we got dogs, we got families, we got bills and all that kind of stuff too. So, we're not out there driving Lamborghinis and stuff like that. I mean, that's a good goal to have, but probably should buy a house and all that kind of stuff before you buy a Lambo. There's people out there, on Instagram that live in an apartment and have a $300,000 car, that's not really worth it. So, we're going to have a lot of stuff. Anything that we get from, donations, stuff like that, going to go straight back into what we're building, you guys. So it's just basically infrastructure for the entire thing. So, and once we get everything kind of built out, we'll take it to the next level for you guys. All right.
Hell yeah. That's what I would say if I was in chat. I'd be like, hell yeah, dude. Already know it, brother. We're about this.
Brad, what's the next profit target? Mad Cats wants to know.
Brad's deep in the charts right now.
Hold on, Mad Cats. He might be plugged in right now. I have to go back over there and unplug him from the Matrix in a second.
Oh, for real.
Alex, 20K, I like that, man. I'm always a bear in the market, man. I like to see the things just drop. Just anytime there's a short, it just happens hard and fast, and that's a easy trade to usually hop on. But sometimes you get those fake outs. But yeah, if we went to 20K, man, that'd be a solid trade.
All right, what did I miss?
I think
Mad Cats, he wants to know where's the next profit target, man, or next take profit at.
The next take profit is gonna probably be. I would say probably like around this 31.5, a nice like psychological number. We should see some buying support there. It looks like people tried to front run the buying. The big key here is to see if we get accepted below this 32,000, right? I expect some buyers to try to back test this 32,000, and if they can't hold this 32,000, especially if they can't hold this 31,813, if they can't hold this level, that 31.5 is probably going to come in, and then just above 31.64 is where we came down to last time, as you guys see. So, that could be a pretty bad little spot, and then all the way down to 27. Which is why I said if we don't hold the 32, I've been talking about this, pretty much all week. If we don't hold this 32, oh shit, guys, I don't know where the chart went. Oh, fuck.
Just zoomed out all the way.
I don't know what happened. Oh, there's this. Okay. Should be able to go straight over. Oh my God. I fucking hate trading with you.
You might have to reload.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reload it. There we go. We made it. But if we accept below this 32K, that's gonna tell us, a decent story that sellers are, they're really after this thing. And someone put out in the Discord some news about, there's a huge short position that came into the market over the weekend. So this is them outweighing the buyers. There's not enough buyers, and people think that we can get lower and lower. So, don't try to fight the market. Let the market take you. Like I always say, right? These whales are out here battling. You and I are not whales. We are, we're just surfers, right? We're just surfing in the water, in the ocean. We're just a small little thing, and we've got to avoid, all of these other things. So as the whale comes up to ride the wave that we're on, you grab the fin, ride the wave, and then when the whale gets ready to shoot back underwater, you let go of the fin and finish the wave back into shore, back into safety, right? Because, we can't breathe underwater like some of these whales can for extended periods of time. So we've got to protect ourselves, protect our capital by, jumping out of the way. So double click on the price bar on the right. Oh, okay. For this. I'll remember that next time.
Timmy Sorensen, if you ever want to center it up on TradingView, just double click the column that has the price and double click the bottom row that has the time and dates. I'm guessing it just zooms it out, puts it back to normal.
Two things. Brad, can you tell who is it, long short, where a good re-entry would be into the short position if you're still feeling it? And then real quick, Nomame, hey man, we don't hope in here, so that's one thing we want to get you to get rid of is the hope. But we're not trying to hope and cross our fingers that we have a market, turn around reversal or the trade goes our way. We need to, cut our losses quick. We need to let our winners run. And that's how we're going to let you guys do, is by reading market structure. We're not here to hope or wish or anything like that, because once you get into that, you're going to get in some bad trades. All right. So let's stop the hoping and let's get to the reading part. Okay.
Yeah. We don't pass around the hopium bong here, man. Sadly, is it a nice thing for people to have? Yeah. But we don't pass the hopium bong here, man. Just can't.
So what I'm looking for, as far as a re-entry, long and short, if we come back into, kind of like this area here, where we saw some of these lows, like kind of like around this 32.4. If we come back up to there and we see some more selling going on, that could be a decent re-entry, right? But at this point, we're pretty far extended down. Honestly, I'm gonna cut my runner right here at 32.1. If we get back up there, that's gonna be the spot where I'm gonna call this trade quits. And just take the rest of my profit there. We got some nice profit on the way down. We hit both of our profit targets. We were able to capture a little bit down here. It does look like a pretty fair auction, so it doesn't look like any sellers are really trapped down here. It just kind of looks like we're taking a little bit of profit. But, it's just something to pay attention to.
And we're always out there with that red pill, seeing those market moves ahead of time. It's just the way it is, guys.
Question, do you add open more shorts after taking some profit if a retrace? Yeah, so like if I'm in a short position and it keeps going, I'll definitely add to my position, right? So like on the drop yesterday, I opened small size and it started dropping fast, but it paused. Then I added more, and then we continued that push down. You have your stop loss at 3,500. Oh yeah, so you're yeah, that's a good stop loss, Alex. So you can't promise me Bitcoin is going to 100K. What kind of crypto YouTube is this? Yeah, Burnett, I've never been that type of person. Um, you know, I used to hear all the time, people would tell me, "Oh, it's going to 100K, it's going to a million,
Okay, buddy.
going to this, going to that." But you know, the truth is, we don't really. I mean, for me at least, I'm not really concerned on where it's going. I'm concerned on, making some money to earn a daily income, right? That's what my concern is. I just want to make enough money so I can be done, right? I got on the computer about an hour ago. I've definitely hit my daily take profit. I didn't have the greatest morning on futures because I caught a decent short off the morning and then tried to short a breakout and end up getting stopped. But this Bitcoin short is, definitely making up for that. And so, for the rest of the day, I'm probably just gonna, chill, right? My kids are on summer right now, so they're not at school. So, maybe get some chores done around the house, some grocery shopping or whatever, and then um, swim or get some sun, something like that. So look at this, right? We opened and we start going straight down. That's an interesting thing. So you want to see if buyers are going to come in and defend this for sure. Yep. So there they go. They're gonna if they break the top of C. So we're gonna start to see some people start taking profit here pretty soon. So if you're in the trade, now is probably a decent time to at least be finger on the trigger. Half back of D is at 32,075. So that's where, sellers should come in um, mechanically. So that's something to watch. Let me show you guys the other screen real quick. Um, so what I mean by halfback is this one. So if we look at the halfback, right, we're talking the center. So this D bar is from here to here, right? Actually it goes lower. Let me zoom this out. I know it's kind of hard to see, but the point of this is not really that you can see it. So here's D, right? Halfway through D is about right here, which is just under that 32 level. That's where we should see sellers come in to defend those to defend these singles, right? If they're going to come in. If not, they might just let it up. We might get a liquidation back into this consolidation box at the bottom, and this would be a spot where you could try to qualify a short, maybe for a breakout. If not, I'm not really looking to buy anything until we start seeing some upside, right? Right, like I've been saying pretty much all day since yesterday morning. The downside is the right side for now, so don't try to fight the market. Just just stay on the right side of the market. Don't try to buy bottoms and thinking that you're going to catch a nice bounce, right? Unless you're catching a fade, and then you got to realize that if you're taking a little fade, you got to take a little profit. Don't try to buy the bottom expecting to catch 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 points uh, to the upside. Expect to expect to just take what you're given, right? So we caught a nice what about like a 1,200 point move, right? From the post in the Discord. Don't be greedy, right? Be happy with that. 1,200 point move is a pretty decent move. So, don't start to get greedy now and try to you know, hit a grand slam. We got on base, this time we had an air, and so we were able to round second, and we slid into third, and we were safe right here. Um, don't get caught trying to steal home and lose your profits.
Nah, bro, we
Those
got.
those white dots, to me, my bad.
No, you could go ahead. I was gonna hit
Just
a joke.
halfback. They just mark halfback on my chart. So if you take and you can do it on Trading View. I don't know if you can do it like I have it, but so if you go to an SMA, right, and we just pick any SMA, and we take this. Did it just draw a bunch of SMAs? Oh, what the fuck? That's not that one's SMA. Is there just one that's just one SMA? Um,
I was
this is
just
the thing, guys. You have all these dumbass indicators, like where's I just want an SMA, just one simple SMA.
You might have to type
That's it.
in moving average smooth. There you go, smooth moving average.
Okay, here we go.
I was gonna say earlier, Brad. I was gonna say when you're talking about the the baseball analogy, I was like, yeah, all bases are filled right now, and now we got Bitcoin Brad on the plate, getting ready to hit that home run.
There you go. Yeah, I always like to bat fourth. So if you take the SMA, put it on a 1, and put it on, I don't know if you can do it on here. Let's see. You put it on the 1. You don't want it on the close. Here, put on the point of control, and see if we can change it to this cross. Let's change the color to white. Oh no, that just draws it up there, so it's the inputs are on. So let's see.
I feel like you're working on a science experiment, bro.
We want it in the mid. Maybe you can't do it. So this is the high low, close, open. Yeah, so maybe you can't do it on here, but if there was one that said like the mid and you put it on the 1, you could mark it. Oh, that looks like it right there. HLC3, right? You just click until you find it. So this is putting those white dots on halfback. So this is a decent indicator I'm going to keep on here, because then it marks my halfbacks on here. And now I'm just going to take the plot and I'm going to make it big so I can see it. And boom, there's halfback on all these bars, right? So halfback is just going to be halfway from the top to the bottom. And this is going to tell us where halfback is. And, that's what we're after. We're after seeing where this halfback is at. I don't know why it disappears sometimes when you zoom in and out, but, whatever.
It's just trading view the way it is. Trading view is a little janky.
Little ass.
It's a little bit, honestly, it's a little bit degraded compared to exocharts.
And so you guys see how my VWAP was like way down here? So sometimes when that happens, if you're using exocharts, your VWAP will get a little crazy. So just refresh, and then your VWAP will go to where it's supposed to be at. And we're seeing these people try to buy up, try to run through these single prints, and we'll see up here. This is going to be our reload zone, where we're going to watch to see if they're going to defend that area. Halfback is 32,078. So let's just draw it on the chart for you guys. 32.
Guys, while Brad is drawing that, I'm just going to go ahead for everyone that's new, because we have 108 viewers. I am C130. The person whose screen you are seeing right now, the guy with the voice that sounds like he's 80 years old, that's Bitcoin Brad. And then we got 3 a.m. and he is in the chat actively answering people's questions, things that me and Bitcoin Brad are not able to get to. He's also in the chat right here in the Discord with us right now. But just want to give everyone who's new an idea of who's who, and just a little warm and fuzzy. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little heads up there. So if you see 3 a.m. like typing in the chat, right, he's not like some random guy who's a mod just putting stuff out there. He's legitimately part of the Trade Vets. He's part of the team, and he's here to help you guys out. The halfback is pretty legit with that cross.
Oh yeah, it works nice.
Especially on TradingView, because you usually don't get things like that on TradingView. It's like really broad in general.
Right. You just have to kind of guesstimate where it's going to be at, which is, annoying, but you got to work with what you got, right?
Dangerous.
It's just simple charts, right? A lot of people have like a lot of other things on their charts that are, sometimes can be quite confusing. So, you got to, understand just that you just have to believe, right? Like I said, that's why I always preach the red pill. You really just have to believe. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in however you're trading. If you don't believe 100%, one, that's going to cause, some psychological issues when you make mistakes, and two, it's going to cause, bad entries that are going to cost you, capital in the end, right? And so you really have to focus on your goal and stick to your trade plan in order to really understand the style and get to where you're going, right?
You have an interesting question here. You have David Galan asking, wouldn't you get a better feel for where the market is heading with the 1 minute chart since you're following it that close anyways?
No, because the 1 minute chart gives you a lot of fake outs, right? I really stick to the 30-minute chart only. I don't really look at any other charts unless somebody or any other time frames unless someone really asks me to. Um, so it's just kind of it's too noisy, right? So for me, I'm trying to eliminate the noise. And so what happens is sometimes, let's look at the 1 minute chart. So if we look at the 1 minute chart, you get all of this noise, right? Look at all of this. Let me hide this for a second. Um, so we have this, we have a higher low, right? Let's say, oh, you're in right here, another higher low, and then a dump, right? So then, there's just so many points in here where you're either selling or buying or selling or buying or selling or buying. It's just too, I mean, it depends on your trade style, right? If you're scalping just a couple of points here and there, then, go for it. But if, if, it's just not my style, right? I just like to eliminate the noise. I like to stay, right here and just hang. Right? It takes a lot of patience. I have a really strong psychology. That's why I preach psychology for you guys. Um, so for this kind of style, you definitely do need to be patient, but I mean, it can be very, very rewarding. Look at this divergence we're getting, right? We're seeing this price go up, but we're seeing a lot of people selling. Um, you're actually getting a lower low on the cumulative delta volume, which is interesting. So something just to keep an eye on. If you're gonna trade the 1 minute, you gotta zoom out. Yeah, I don't recommend trading the 1 minute, especially not with Bitcoin. There's really no point to it. Plus, it's hard to see where the stops are at on the 1 minute chart. And in here in this Discord, we're like Van Helsing when it comes to stops, and stops are vampires. We like to shoot them with silver arrows.
Get that stop hunt gang.
Right.
I mean, the time frames, guys. Also, one thing that I've learned just seeing how Brad trades, if you take whatever time frame you're in, it doesn't matter, right? Just sticking to a time frame and keeping a constant is best because the time frames are just resolutions for the price action. So you're just always looking at the same thing no matter what. You're always essentially looking at the same thing. You're just looking at it at a more condensed or a bigger resolution. That's all it is. Smaller or larger resolution. It's like going on a picture, zooming in and looking at the pixels. You got to zoom out to see the whole thing and see how all the pixels play out.
Exactly.
We're almost at that 100 likes, guys. Let's get that like button all the way to 100. Let's do this together. Let's work as a community and let's start populating on other people's feeds. It seems like we've been killing it recently. We've been popping up on people's feeds. More people have been coming in. More people have been getting value. More people have been jumping into the Discord, being welcomed by our amazing community members. So you're never gonna find another Discord out there where you just jump in and people are like, "Hey, welcome! Like, glad to have you here." People are hyped. They want to learn. They want to exchange thoughts. So consider checking the Discord out, guys. Consider doing that. Consider hitting them likes so we can get more members into our community and so we can expand, grow, teach, provide knowledge, and allow traders to know how the market is traded, and so they can become red pilled and see the structure itself with their very own eyes. Let's do it, guys. We're almost there. Let's get it.
So someone's asking about a fair auction, right? So a fair auction, if we zoom in, um, so typically what you'll see when you have a fair auction is you'll see buying and selling. So we have some sellers down here at the bottom, buying, selling, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying. So this is what I look for as a fair auction, right? So price came down here, and this is good excess. This is a good trade area. So we don't have a bunch of trap shorts. So we're not going to see like a huge liquidation unless we start breaking into these singles. So you're seeing people taking profit, and basically the supply and demand was good down here. You didn't get a lot of people that bought or sold the bottom. You got a lot of fair trades, and that's what you like to see for continuation, right? If we're going to keep going down it, and we talked about this yesterday. Uh, where is it at? Yesterday down here we had a fair auction, and then uh over here we had a bunch of trap shorts, right? You see it's all negative pretty much. So this showed us the trap shorts, and then of course right off the open, what did we do? We ran stops at the top. We had a nice liquidation off the top. But we saw the fair auction right here, right? London came in and decided that they really wanted to control the position, so they controlled the position, and the United States came in and decided, nope, we're selling this thing off because we want to buy it cheaper, right? So
You have another
uh,
question, Brad? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Blas asked, "How do you realize you're too confident and enter the stage of euphoria?" Um, you know that that happens. I mean, it happens to the best of us. I've had days where I get on heaters, right, and I have really big wins. And so what I do is uh transfer some money out of your account. um, right? If you've got too much money in there because you've just been winning, 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 take some out. Put it somewhere else. And then, because then you won't be able to lose as much, right? But then also you won't be able to size up as much as you want either. So you'll have to play a little bit smarter. And typically, like if I get on the computer and I'm trading and I lose my first three trades, I will switch to the sim, or I might just call it a day and shut the computer off and be like, you know what, today's just not my day. If I miss out, I miss out. Um, but I might just call it a day. So it definitely is a fine line, and it definitely takes practice. Blas, if you haven't read the book Psycho-Cybernetics, I definitely recommend reading it. It definitely helps with psychology, and it helped me a lot. So, I really enjoy the book. I've reread it a couple of times. Check that out. Psychology is such a huge part of this game that's not really talked about a lot. Everything that's talked about, especially in the crypto community, is just buy and hold forever because Bitcoin's coming back to 1 million. Right. And there's people out there that they're just buying all these dips, right? But they've probably got a lot larger accounts than most. And so they're able to sit through a lot of this downside by just averaging down, as they call it. So you have to understand that that's definitely a possibility, and if you don't have a size account like that, then averaging down for you is just not going to happen. So you just trade with the market.
And that's a good point, Brad. For everyone who's new, guys, for you guys that see Bitcoin being at a certain price, at whatever year, that's fine and whatnot. But the thing is that you're allowing your portfolio to be controlled by the market. And the best thing to do is if you do want to follow that, to accumulate Bitcoin as the market moves and let the market give you what Bitcoin they're offering. Whatever the market maker is doing in the game, try to, it's their game. We're playing their game. We make Bitcoins when they make Bitcoins, right? We want to make Bitcoins along the way and start, if that's what you want to do, cool, but make Bitcoins along the way and continue to accumulate them that way, because then you're participating in the market and you're not simply dumping all of your money in an asset like how 3am said that could potentially go to zero, because everything that exists always has the possibility of it going to zero. Regardless of what that percentage may be, it exists. So, learn what Bitcoin Brad is trying to teach you guys and accept this information, and that way you can learn to trade the structure of the market instead of trying to time or beat the market itself. Saves you more money too, instead of just hodling and letting it bleed and into negative 50% or whatever it may be. It's just better, guys. It's way better.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, one thing that we preach here too is taking your profit, right? A lot of times a lot of people don't really like to take their profit. They like to just, try to hit a home run on every play. We're out here just hitting singles, right? We hit a couple home runs. But if you're swinging for singles every time, just trying to get on base, sometimes that bat just connects perfectly and the ball just blasts over the fence, right? When I played softball, I didn't play baseball as a kid. I played, hockey, football, and soccer. But when I played softball in the army, my on base percentage was, really, really good because one, I'm really fast, and two, I would just smack the ball at the ground and then run to first, right? Because I wasn't worried about hitting a home run. I'm worried about just getting on base and helping out the team, and that's what our community is all about. We're all about just helping each other out. Brad 3M, could you give me a quick definition of halfback? Is it a tactic used by market makers that usually come back in on once it reaches halfback? Yes, yes, it is. So halfback is basically just halfway between the bar, right? So if you were to take this bar here and count from top to bottom these number of ticks and draw the center, that is halfback, and that is where um, market makers or institutional money, big money players, that's where they're going to be selling to hold on the way back up. Yep, scalpers, exactly. Um, let's see. Blocks thinks your TA is good, but I can't execute the trades that well. So a lot of times where you have execution issues, um, is because you're getting a little bit of FOMO. So what I recommend is just kind of hang back and you know just try to just try to just try to watch, right? The biggest thing is people want to trade, they want to make money right now. They want to, drive a Lambo, right? Just understand that it takes time, right? I put out a goal yesterday in the chat. My goal is for everybody that was in the Discord as of yesterday. My goal is by the end of this year that you guys are making consistent gains throughout the days, right? Might be $10 a day, it might be $1,000 a day, but whatever it is, my goal is that you guys are making consistent profit every single day. Brad, have you ever added figures up quickly at the bottom of B? It would not help. Andy's, what are you talking about? Have you ever added the figures up quickly at the bottom of B, or would it not help? Um, like this to try to figure out the thing. No, I haven't. That just seems like too much work. Hang on, I gotta answer a phone call real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
Guys, while Bitcoin Brad is on the phone real quick, think of it like this: a little bit of a psychological shift. Let's have a paradigm shift. When you're trading, and let's say he said $10, that's a relatively low figure for most people because it is, right? When you want to trade, you're not trading to make $10. It's just the way humans are. We don't want to trade for $10, $15. But what I recommend you do is, if you're making a trade, look at what the minimum wage is for where you live at, right? Let's look at the minimum wage. Look at that and see how much you make per trade. If you live in Texas, it's like $7.50, right? So if you make a $10 trade and you live in Texas, well, you just made an hour's worth of work in minutes, possibly. If you made more than that, if you hit a $50 trade, then just divide your minimum wage by how much you made, and look at how many hours of work you would have had to realistically put forth in labor and effort to achieve those gains, and start changing your mindset into a more consistent and more positive approach, a more generous approach in how things are playing out, because gains are gains, money is money, and it's all about how we manage our risk to get there. Also, guys, if you guys are enjoying the content, you're enjoying what we're putting out, consider hitting the notification bell so you guys don't miss out anymore on any of the content we put out. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, I didn't know you guys went live, because they're, maybe they're not on the Discord, right? Or maybe they're just busy and the reception's in and out. But if we go live on YouTube will shoot you that notification. And for me on Discord, I have to go through my settings. Like, my phone doesn't have Discord messages or notifications that pop up, because I know people who are part of a lot of Discords, they get spammed. So if you want to get that notification from YouTube, hit that notification bell. If you don't want to miss out on anything else, consider subscribing so you can see our entire playlist of how we trade and stuff. And if you're enjoying the video right now, just hit the likes and all these things, really, guys, from our perspective, is really just feedback, and it lets us see what you guys want because we don't have to just do Bitcoin. I know a lot of you guys may be coming from other markets. If you want us to do more traditional things, like look at traditional stocks, we can also do that as well. Again, market structure is market structure regardless of the underlying asset. So if you guys are enjoying the content, we would appreciate you guys' feedback on the thumbs up or the thumbs down button. Maybe considering subscribing, checking out the Discord. Just look around, right? You're shopping. You guys want to make money, right? You guys are going through here and you're skeptical at first, and it's normal. You know, you're skeptical about who we are. That's fine. Check everything out and see what you think. Make your own opinion. And if you're with it, welcome to the family, right? Everyone will welcome you in. And if you're not, well, it was nice having you for the time being, and we hope that you end up achieving your ultimate goal of being an amazing trader.
Yeah, so yeah, FOMO into that like button. Alex made $12 on the short. Heck yeah, that's what's up. You know, $12 is
That's good money.
definitely, you know, better than not $12. Now you can buy yourself salad for lunch, right? Or whatever you eat for lunch, a burger, steak,
This
you
man
know,
says
something.
salad. Yeah, see?
I,
Come on
I know
now.
how you want to eat, you know, the
Yeah.
grass and shit. So.
Oh, heck, nice, man.
Somebody asked, "Hey Brad, you mentioned using the sim after a couple bad trades. Are you referring to a trading simulator? If so, where can I find one to use?" I'm pretty sure that TradingView has paper trading. So if you connect a paper trading account with TradingView, you can practice simulation trades on TradingView. Here comes a nice little stop run. There we go. Where do we say our next target was at? Down here, 31.5. We're so close. 31.513 it came down to. So 31.5 is where we're looking for. So let's see if we can get down there. 31.512, and we see, you know, responsive buying. Has this changed your view on trading? C130.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad, Andy, you know, that you're here, you know, just being so active. But yeah, it has definitely changed my view, you know, on the way the way I go about things. Oh, those stops are getting ran.
Yeah. Yes,
Wow.
they are.
Yeah, you know, it definitely has. You know, I'll be honest, right? Started off using some indicators and stuff. Didn't really see how they would play out, and I kind of went, you know, kind of drastic on the indicators, very over reliant on them, and I was wondering why I was losing. But you know, Brad taught me market structure, showed me the way it was, and I was like, man, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there like me. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that are just like me. You know, I can relate to a lot of your guys' comments. So yeah, you know, this has changed my perspective. It definitely has helped me out in making better trades and being a better risk manager and understanding the market. Now I don't see you know, indicators on a screen, waves moving up and down, you know, lines. I see market structure. I see what could happen if the price heads a certain way. And if we
See the
break that
matrix.
structure, yeah, I see the matrix. Yeah, it just makes everything easier. Trust me, guys, it makes life a million times easier just looking at the market. You can pop up a trading view chart, right? I don't recommend this, but like if you know market structure, you can pop up a trading view chart, look at where the price is going based off of that, set up a stop, and you're good, right? Obviously, that's not what the goal is, but it just gets to that point where you can kind of make trades like that because of what you know. And again, you know, I wouldn't do that. I would still go to Exo charts and look at, you know, TPO and have all that. But yeah, Andy's, that's a great question. It definitely has changed my view a lot more. And in life and anything, everything is structure. So yeah, also thanks, Andy, for being so active in the chat too, man. You know, just wanted to give you that shout out. You're always here, brother. Thank you so much.
What time frames do you review market structure? So I'm looking at market structure on the 30-minute mostly. You know, I like the daily chart to take a peek at, you know, the bigger trend or kind of where, you know, the bigger supports and resistances are at, and see kind of just, you know, how the market flow is going. So we're seeing some real responsive buying right off that 31.5, like I was talking about, you know, so we got a nice little profit down there. So that, you know, that was nice. There could be some continuation, you know, I'm not sure, but you know, that's 31.5 was my last bit, so I'm out of this trade. That's kind of what I was waiting for, was for that 31.5, and I'm happy with that, right? We got a nice profit. If it keeps going down, it keeps going down, you know, I missed the rest of the trade, no big deal for me. We caught a really nice trade. So
Yeah.
hey bro, sent you a PM on Discord. Maybe interesting question to answer on stream. Yeah, let me check it out, Midnight. Yo, so for those of you guys that don't know, Midnight is a really good trader. And anything that he posts in the Discord, I would definitely pay attention to as well. Um, so Midnight, you're cool with me reading this? Yeah, seems like it. So he said, bro, quick question. As you know, I'm trying to reduce noise as hard as possible. Right now, I remove volume delta, but I feel like missing important infos. But since data is very different for volume on each exchange or even assets, for example, delta profile is completely different on Binance, perp, Binance, inverse perp. Are there some things to look at other than market structure in TPO? Um, for me, I mean, like I've told you, I pretty much just try to stick to this. That's the unfortunate thing about crypto is that there's so many exchanges. We don't run into this issue in the CME world because there's only one exchange. Um, there's just the CME, so all the trades go through there, so we see all of the data aggregated accordingly. I'm using I guess this one's on the inverse Bybit. The one that I like is this Binance Futures. Oops, did I click on the right one? Yeah, this is the one that I like. This is the one that I like the most. Um, and these are like the numbers that I like to watch. For these delta, I mean, they should all be fairly similar because the price is going the way that it's going. Um, But for that setup that you have in Sierra, I would just keep it on that Delta chart, Midnight, and just keep going. You've been killing it lately. Midnight's been calling out some really good trades for you guys, and you know, um, he has eliminated a lot of the noise off of his charts, and he's been doing great. So but that's definitely something, and I see a lot of people with charts that look like this, right? I'm just gonna turn on everything, right? And you're like, what the fuck is going on here, right? And so it's just there's just too much shit, right? And that's just noise. You might as well, if you're gonna have all that shit on, you might as well just have uh fucking market cipher, right? Because that's all it is just noise. So that's one thing that we're trying to eliminate is just keeping keeping that noise out of your out of your way, right? I hope that answered the question, Midnight. Oh, Midnight's finally a mod. Nice. There we go. Here are the exchanges volumes per. Oh yeah. So sounds like you just answered my question. Underlying asset. I'm not sure what that is. This is by far the best community. Genuine, no hype. Consistency is key for trading. Yeah. Thank you, JJ. That's what we're all about. All about consistency. Um, Midnight definitely has been killing it. That is for sure.
Looks like we got a new member, Robert Hamd, in the community.
Robert Hamd, what's up?
Welcome to the Citadel, man. Welcome.
Yeah.
We
glad to have you.
Welcome you with open arms. I did not mean to type that. Also, guys, I keep talking right when you talk, bro. I'm trying to like say something. I'm
no,
like,
you're good. Go ahead.
In my head, I'm like, I feel like Brad's gonna say something. I was gonna say, guys, if you guys enjoy the content, consider hitting that like. We're getting a lot of new people coming into the stream every day, which means that our community is crushing the algorithm and we're getting discoverability and people are seeing our community now. Now it's not, a thing where they look at the thumbnail and like the title and they're like, I want to get some more Bitcoins or I want to learn how to trade more, but I don't know if this is going to be legit. They click on it and they like it. And if you guys are getting value from this, please consider hitting the like because it's the best and honestly one of the only ways that we could truly reach other people with them simply just going online and doing what they always do and just searching. It'll just pop us up, it'll populate us, and people will see it and they'll be like, oh, let me click on it. And that's the best way, guys. And we have been, the last 4 days, we have been killing it entirely just shredding it, guys. Calling the moves on stream. Bitcoin Brad at this point just striking gold with these trades, guys. Just giving them to you guys. We are out here doing it. We're out here making it. We're a community together. Nobody in the Discord is hating. Like, the crypto space does not have what we have. We are out here creating it because we are the pioneers, and we are the ones in the front leading the space, because we will make it. And by we, it's not Bitcoin Brad, C130 or 3am. It's you guys. You guys are the ones leading the charge, and y'all are out here making it happen. So guys, let's just keep up the pace and let's keep getting it. You know, I know I keep cutting Bitcoin Brad off. I'm not trying to, but I got to put it out there, guys. We're shredding it, and I want you guys to be recognized that as a community we are growing. And honestly, let's just keep it real. We're badass. Like, we're doing it. At the end of the day, we're doing it, and that's what counts. Consistency, like Bitcoin Brad says, consistency.
Lloyd said they made a 1,000 or a K off the call last night. That's awesome, Lloyd. Glad to hear that. Yeah,
Nice.
midnight. So you know, that's kind of the thing too, is like, we could be, you know, missing some data. That's why I like to keep at least one exchange's delta up. But you know, it can be confusing too, because there is so many different exchanges, and with the volume, you know, I'm not against having the volume on the chart, but if you look at, you know, we look at the volume and we see the volume in this bar was big, but that can be kind of confusing because, you know, look at the volume. We have what you're mainly looking for when you have your volume bars on is you're looking for an increase. So on our down push, right, we saw volume increase. So that lets us know that this is real selling, right? And then we're kind of flattening out here because people are taking profit and whatnot. And you can turn on, you know, if you want to see the open interest, to see, you know, all this profit taking. But see, if you have this open interest on midnight, you know, this kind of looks like profit taking on the way down. So that's kind of a confusing thing. That's why, you know, I tend to not really have it on, because it just kind of distracts me. The volume, I mean, I really don't have the volume on most times either. This one is a little bit better, just this T count, because it's a little bit less distracting. You maybe just glance at it and see, you know, but you know, with that, you're kind of just looking at the delta anyways, so it's not really necessary either. And then a lot of people like this rect thing. I mean, that's where they say the liquidation spots are at, but you know, I don't know how accurate that is, because there's not tick replay on here, so you know, there's really no way for that thing to be accurate. What do underlying assets mean? So the ES is the futures market. So if we pull up here, I can pull up my other chart. So this is the ES, right? The S&P 500 futures. And the S&P 500 futures is, you know, for a United States exchange with open interest on, this move was more liquidation stops than profit taking. Right, exactly, midnight. Yeah. Yeah, we were just running all those people that got long at 32, we just crushed their souls. Right. So this is the S&P 500 futures. This is what my chart looks like on NinjaTrader. And you know, this is just like, you know, Bitcoin typically tends to try to, it has been at least lately, following the S&P around. Bitcoin had a lot bigger sell-off than the S&P did. If we take a look, you know, we still haven't broken. We're still in this big consolidation zone up here, pretty much towards the all-time highs. You know, it would be interesting to see us break out of this consolidation to the downside or to the upside, right? Because all-time high, I think, is like 38 quarter. But if we break down low, we'll come back in down to this range down here and see if we can hold support around this 4,200, right, psychological level, to see if it's going to hold. But this is what I'm talking about when I refer to, you know, other assets. 3AM and we trade a lot of things, not just crypto. And you know, we'd love to bring that to the community. If you guys are actually interested in that, you know, we can definitely start looking into that and definitely run some training on that. You know, so that could do it. Yeah, the market profile works for everything. Works for stocks, it works for options, it works for futures, it works for currency, it works for metals, works for oil, works for everything, right? It works for everything. Because it's based off market structure and price action, and not moving averages and oscillators.
Exactly. Which are lagging.
Robert, you're on the sidelines now, waiting to find my next move. Yeah. That's smart. We are getting a little bit of a consolidation down here. So we have our point of control that's moved down, right? We have some market structure, building down here. And so we're kind of just waiting to see, what's going to happen either at the tops of this or, up here, that top of C. Typically, sellers will try to defend this point of control, try to keep us below that. We're so far below the VWAP that they've got to find spots if they're building a short position. They've got to let the market come back up a little bit so they can start, building another position. A lot of times you'll see it peak right over the point of control and then come back down. We didn't see that this time. We did see it in C, it peaked over a little bit and then, came back down with D period. So that's I wouldn't be selling down here. It's just we're already so extended. Give it some rotations, let it come back up, let some people take their profits, and then watch to see if sellers are going to come back in. We're pretty far down from the past couple of days, so it's definitely something to be careful with because you never want to sell the bottom, as they say. What determines what you trade in? Seems like you want to trade in what's most profitable. Yeah, David. So, I pretty much trade the futures, the ES futures, S&P 500 futures every single morning. Um, that's kind of what I'm most comfortable in, right? Didn't do well today, in there, but did do well in the Bitcoin space. So, it kind of balances itself out. Um, but so it just depends, right? I like to find out, some news and see, where certain things are going. If I can catch some nice options plays or some stock plays. We were able to catch 3M and I were able to catch some nice movement on Boeing a couple of weeks ago, which ended up paying out really well on some options plays. So, and then, I am eyeballing, if we want to look at it real quick, I am eyeballing, my main squeeze over here, Tesla.
The man.
So James or 3M, you remember I told you to short Tesla today?
Yeah, last
I
night.
I sent you a text last night to short Tesla today. And this is why, guys. And so for me, um, and I don't know if there's a way to post it. I could always post it in the Discord so you guys can see that I'm not that I'm not kidding around. And the reason was being is because we're coming up to market structure. So look at this, right? This is the reason why I liked this short on Tesla. So we have market structure up here. We had a breakdown. We rallied a little bit. We came back up, and where did we come right back up to? Market structure, right? We had a little peak above during the pre-market, and then as soon as the market opened, we just took a piss. And that's just market structure. I'm not looking at anything else except market structure. And that's why that short on Tesla is working really well. So you just get some options on Tesla. They're a little bit, more expensive today because today's Tuesday, but you just pony up a little bit of dough, even if you can only just snag one. And, we've got a, $25 move on Tesla. That's that's a great short right there, right? $25 is a good short in a
You know,
stock market.
a lot of you guys want like these quick gains, and I think that's why a lot of you guys are in crypto, is because you guys see these huge, huge gains. Biggest gains come from options. I've seen people make 10,000%. It doesn't happen every day, but people are consistently making 100, 200 to 1,000% a day on options. So that's if you guys want like real money, that's something you guys should learn is options. Crypto, yeah, it can make you a lot of money and stuff like that because you guys are over leveraging your accounts and things like that. If you guys want some real money, check out some options.
Yeah. And diversification is always key too. So definitely check those out, guys. Check out the traditional markets as well. You want diversification in your portfolio. Also, since we have a lot of new viewers right now, guys, we are hosting a live session with Bitcoin Brad. And if you look at my screen right here, this is our Instagram page. Excuse me, give me one sec.
Yes, Brad, he learned how to trade in the army. He was just a closet trader, never told me because he was embarrassed. So otherwise, he should have told me a long time before, but he never told me until like recently. But yeah, Candace, Brad got to start trading in the army. He'd always wake up early in the morning, check out the stock markets, play a little bit here and there. But yeah, he's been doing this for a while, but more full time recently.
So yeah, check this out. And yeah, Brad's really good with what he does. He's an awesome guy. I think the Discord link on the trade vets is broken 3 a.m. I think I clicked on it and said invalid link for a sec. But guys, I mean, if you're looking at this, you're already in the Discord. Check this out. It's a good spot where you can get a possible seat out of 20 people to be in a class with Bitcoin Brad and ask personalized questions and learn TPO basics from the man himself. So consider checking that out, guys. Link is in the chat.
And he said, Jesus, you make it seem so easy, fam. And it will be eventually, Anthony. Eventually, like I said, my goal is to get all of you guys to this level where, it is easy for you guys. And I'd love to, wake up and then have someone, have someone in my DM saying, yo, Brad, check out this short on, whatever it is. And then I can just take a peek at it and be like, yo, good call. Let me jump on that, right? That's my goal for all of you guys. Again, a nice little push down on the futures market right here. Let's see if
Progressive Martian, man.
Bitcoin
Thank
is
you
going to
again.
follow.
Says I intentionally never been on FB or IG, but I got on IG for this group, so I don't have 5 people to tag for the train. Hey, you know what, dude? Tag BitBoy, tag all these Moon Boys. We don't care who you tag, to be honest, man. You can tag whoever wants to. I think someone tagged Elon Musk, dude. Tag whoever you want to, man. We don't really care about that. With the Facebook, with the Instagram, with the TikTok, with all these different avenues for social media, you guys are gonna get different alerts. So once we get everything up and running, once we get enough people on the page, we're gonna have you guys. We're gonna have trade alerts on Instagram, trade alerts on TikTok, trade alerts on YouTube, trade alerts in the Discord. So we're gonna get you guys covered from all angles. I know people use different kind of social media platforms. So we're gonna cover all the bases. And if you guys are gonna have your phone blown up one day, okay? So it's gonna be alert after alert after alert after alert. All right, so thank you again, Progressive Martian, man. We appreciate you, and thank you for going out and making those accounts. I know some people don't like doing that, but we thank you for taking the time to come over and support us.
And as you guys see, the D came right down to the bottom of C, and we had that little bounce. That's responsive buying. Someone's trying to buy this up right here, right? So we try to watch the auction right here and see if we're gonna flush. See if these buyers actually have the ability to hold it. It looks like some pretty strong selling is coming in down here. Right, so let's say you were to try for this breakout. You've got your chance. Boom, there's the stop run. And what was our next level down after 31.5? I think we had oops, that's a fucking wrong one. Our next level down was this 31.06.4. So we had the stop run, and and so like I was talking about earlier, this is what you look for to see if these are serious sellers or if these are profit takers, right? And look at this, all selling down here. So someone tried to FOMO in down here, right? And then we saw somebody soak it up, and we're seeing price reverse, right? So if you FOMO'd in down here, right, you got to know when to cut your losses, right? You can't just have your stop loss all the way up here expecting it to go down. You've got to start recognizing that you're losing this trade, and now's not the time to just try to run it, right? You want to see them try to defend here. You want to see these sellers try to defend in this area. You're seeing them try right here, but it just depends on how strong the buying is. That's why we had that initial little pop. Now you're seeing some sellers come in, and they wanna keep forcing this thing down. They say, "Hey, buyers, you guys wanted it, so here it is. You're gonna take it." To me, it looks like we want this downside a little bit, so we just kind of just wait and see.
One
Crypto
more
digs
thing
didn't
to you
have.
guys.
Oh, go ahead, my bad.
So this is summertime, right? So right after Memorial Day, there's been a huge drop in trading volume. And you guys can go
Downside's
look
coming.
at the daily averages on how much Apple is trading, how much the ES futures contracts are trading, all this kind of stuff. In the summertime, things will usually be a lot slower. Like, for example, right now in the ES, there's 573,000 contracts that have been traded so far today. Normally, there's about 700, 800,000 that's been traded. So you guys have to be careful when there's this low volume, okay? When there's low volume, just like over the weekend for Memorial Day, people can rip these stops up and down in whatever direction they want, okay? So there's some people out here that don't take a break. They're gonna trade every single day, trade, Sunday through Saturday, and don't care about Monday through Friday. But for us, we need to stick to large volume. We need to stick to places where people are gonna move because we need to catch that ride, okay? So get just because this is a 24-hour market, be careful on when to trade. You guys need to trade with volume. You guys cannot trade against volume when there's light volume because it's an easy way for you to get taken out of your position real quick. You guys could be long from a certain area. Market comes up, runs your stop loss, comes right up and pulls back down, and it's gonna mess with your psychology so badly. Okay, so just be careful. Just because it's a 24-hour market, do not trade it 24 hours a day. Get some sleep. I know there's some people on here that trade 24 hours a day. That's fine. You guys will eventually learn not to. Just make a few good trades a day. Go enjoy the rest of the day. Set alerts on your phone, when things go off, take a trade, but you don't want to stare at your screen 24 hours a day. Been there, done that. It's not a good idea. All right.
Yeah, and that's he's exactly correct there. If you're sitting staring at your screen all day, it's gonna cause you to FOMO more often than not, right? Um, so that's one thing that you want to avoid for sure is FOMOing because it can get you in a little bit of trouble.
It's like that
Here we
SpongeBob
go.
meme where he's looking at the water. You know what I'm saying?
CS is taking a dump right now, by the way.
Yeah, and
About to fix that poor low right there.
I'm up about 10 points right now in the ES.
Also,
Oh, I
guys,
got a
for anyone that's
30,
new,
36 tick move right there is 10 points.
There we go. Nice little stop run. I tagged you 3 a.m. In the chat on YouTube when you were talking that I
Uh,
shorted.
I've been seeing this one because I was like, oh, you guys about to drop. I saw Nasdaq over here taking a huge spill, so we're
Yeah,
about to get some
huge.
correction, folks.
Nasdaq's taking a big piss for bouncing below the pivot finally.
If
Um,
you mind if I add something
Chum
real quick?
Waffle. Hey, we'd love to
Oh,
show
go
you
ahead.
guys Ninja Trader. We actually have to like to get you guys all on Ninja Trader. We just don't want you guys to invest, $1,000 into it right now. There's a 2-week trial you guys can do if you want to keep, putting a new login info, a new email every single time. But yeah, we can show you guys Ninja Trader eventually. I mean, we could probably make a video and show you guys. I mean, that's what we use all the time is Ninja Trader. And Brad finally hooked up his Coinbase to Ninja Trader, so he's getting all the bugs worked out. So once he figures out how to trade Coinbase off that, he'll let you guys know. And if it's worth for you guys to invest or pick out the platform, if you guys have the capital to do it, then I think it's a great tool. A lot of times people want to trade stuff for free, like, they want to trade on TD Ameritrade and E-Trade and Robin and all that stuff. But, when you guys are using something that's free, doesn't matter what it is. Remember, you guys are the product, so nothing in life is free. So they're always getting something out of it, whether it's they're going to route your order through the slowest, brokerage possible, the slowest routing firm, whatever the case is. When you're not paying for something, you're not getting the best quality, the best service, right? Sometimes you can, operate free. If you're just watching over your portfolio and you're buying, 100 shares of Apple here and 100 there to hold on long term, you might not need fast execution. But when you guys are day trading, when you guys are scalping, you need to get the fastest execution possible, all right? Seconds make a huge difference, all right? When you guys are trying to pull something away, enter a trade, you guys get slippage, and slippage can be huge, especially on Bitcoin. I mean, a lot of slippage, all right? So, but yeah, we'd love to show you guys Ninja Trader. We're not trying to brainwash you guys and get you into what we're doing, but I'm a fan of trying to buy the best. So I got this motto: buy once, cry once. I'd rather spend a little bit more money on something versus buying something cheap and having to buy it 2 or 3 times. All right, so we can show you guys Ninja Trader for sure. We'd love to show you guys Ninja Trader. We'd love to show you more markets than just Bitcoin too, but we want to get you guys comfortable at one spot first, and then we can start opening doors to other areas. All right.
100%, 100%. Exactly. That's the point, guys. We're starting off now with, where most people are getting trapped at, and that's the cryptocurrency space. A lot of people are new investors, just getting, taken out by the storm. But we want to start off here and show you guys the light, and then we're going to move into other things, and we'll pick up more people along the way from both sides of the coin, the traditional and the crypto side. But for everyone that's new, we do a stream at 6:30 a.m. Pacific through 8:30 a.m. Pacific, and the second stream on the same day. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, it's actually pretty important. I know you guys can't see it. I don't know if Brad can show you on the screen, but we're filling single prints from days ago. And this is why TPO is so important. It's because it's going to show you things that you'll never see in a bar chart. And I'll try and take a screenshot of it real quick, but this is why TPO is super important. Is because you'll see information. This is from 2 days ago when I was trying to short the market on Friday. We never filled these single prints, and it's down to like 4,200, 41.98.75 on the ES. We're finally filling a single print right now. And if you had a bar chart, you would never see anything like this. All right, guys. So this is why TPO is super important. You're seeing info that you will never ever see in a bar chart.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
having that red pill on your side and seeing all that stuff is always a good thing, so you can see the market for what it is. But what I was saying earlier, guys, we have a lot of new
Well,
people in the stream. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I cutting you off?
no, I just wanted to add one thing. So if we look, right, obviously I haven't changed these levels, and look where we came right down to. We came right down to my level, and these levels are just based off of market structure, guys. They're not based off of anything else. They're just based off of market structure. And so, now we need to go back and find some more levels below real quick because, obviously the market just wants to die. And we're gonna have to go to a daily chart to find these levels because we're breaking. Um oh, who showed us how to do that? Scale. There we go. um we're breaking a lot of these levels right now. So just add a couple levels on the daily. um Add a level here, add a level here,
Hey, Alex, good job, man.
add a level here. Okay, my bad, go ahead.
I was just saying, Alex, he turned his 12 into an $18 winner. Good job, man. Don't forget to lock in profit. So move that stop loss down if you haven't done so already.
Go ahead, C130. My bad. Yo, C130 still there?
What happened? I was drinking my water.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you're good. I was going to say, for all the new people, guys, that are in the stream, we have a schedule. Check it out. It's in the Discord under the schedules portion. It's from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And if it's a weekday, from Monday through Friday, so Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And the second stream is at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So they're 2-hour long streams on the weekdays. You have 2 streams a day on the weekdays. And on the weekends, it's 1 stream, and that's from 6:30 a.m. till 8:30 a.m. These are all Pacific times, both Saturday and Sunday. So we will for sure have a stream on those set hours. We may stream before those hours or after those hours. We might throw in some lifestyle streams just to, get to be more personal with you guys, get to know you guys. But those hours for sure will be set aside, blocked out for us streaming for you guys, so you guys can get the TPO content you guys need, so you guys can get a market update. So you can see those hours in the Discord. Check them out. Also, for the new people, we are 3 minutes away from our closing time, so we're going to go into a Q&A session. We're going to shift into kind of like a cool down mode. Usually what happens around this time, which is kind of funny, Brad will probably like spot out like a really good stop run, so we usually end up going like 10-20 minutes, which is okay because it's awesome getting to see those stop runs live. But again, if we don't get that stop run and we don't overextend the stream, we're going to be cutting it in about 4 minutes. So let's get some questions out, guys. And we'll be doing a shout out too in a little bit for at the end for some of the people who donated, just so you guys can be recognized. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a, patiently waiting moment, right? Our 50 Cent moment. That's I'd love to get 50 Cent on here. He'd probably like to trade some crypto. I'm gonna be blowing up his Twitter, telling
That'd be
him
lit.
like, yo, come on the stream.
That would be dope, bro.
Someone says you're looking at the VP VR on the daily. Yeah, so for on my trading view, I have like this VP VR on the side shows whatever's on my chart. So if I go like this, you'll see it expand, and if I go like this, it'll shrink. So it's just showing whatever's on the chart. And then these are day, right? This VPSV HD total. Those are for the day. I've just tweaked the colors a little bit because I don't like that. Normally it shows like blue and yellow. That shit is just I just don't like the look of it. So. When is the busiest time for trading crypto? It seems like 3 a.m. for you, or that's when I'm up. Typically around the open of every session is typically when you're going to get the most volume. So like the open of the CME, the open of London, the open of the Asia session, even though the Asia session last night, the open was pretty weak. And then, the open of the pre-close, which was like the after hours, like in between, I think Australia and Asia overlap their session. So That's those times. My boy Brad be making so many 50 Cent references. Yeah, bro, I love 50 Cent, man. Um, he's probably my favorite rapper. A lot of people, uh, a lot of people like from my childhood say like whenever they think of 50 Cent, they think of me. Um, I don't know why, I'm not a rapper, but that's
That
just,
vitamin water, dog.
it's just that, yeah, that Formula 50. I just like him. He just keeps it real. I mean, he is kind of a troll sometimes, right? But he's funny to me. I think he's pretty funny. And, of course I'm biased because I like him, but Brad, but don't you sit at the computer, look at the phone to get ready for entry when it broke the market structure? So this is my job, Jingles. My job is to be on the computer, especially now that I'm trying to help out you guys as much as possible. I typically am on the computer a little bit more than normal. Um, but that's one thing, I don't really mind that just because, I like being able to help you guys out for sure.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I got something here. Fire Pump Man says also, what about beef with CF? So it's nothing personal, Fire Pump. I don't know if you how long you've been paying attention to the stream for, or what time you came in today. We're all about giving out good information, and good information is how to trade the market, is how to read the market. It's about market structure. Um, Anyone that's ever bought an indicator, and I am guilty of buying an indicator. Brad's guilty of buying an indicator. C130 is guilty of buying indicators. You know, you buy an indicator because you think it's a shortcut, right? Anytime you take shortcuts, you're gonna lose badly, right? And the second thing is, watching this guy on YouTube, watching his trades and all that stuff. A, you don't even know it's real money, and then B, if it is real money, he has such a large account that he's swinging these losses and he can average back in, and you guys can't do that. You guys don't have, if his trades are really real, you guys don't have millions of dollars in your account like he does, right? So you guys cannot trade like him, especially when you guys are leveraging your accounts by 100x. You guys can get stopped out really fast. And when you guys are taking blind signals from an indicator, there's no way you guys are going to succeed. It might work 1 or 2 times. It might work for a month because you're in a good trend, you're in a good, strong bull market, you're in a strong bear market, and the thing's just sinking or going straight up like a rocket ship. I know you guys like that kind of stuff here, but we don't have any beef, but we're trying to pull everyone away from Market Cipher because it is the largest indicator that's paid for over here in the crypto space. And the thing is, your brain is an indicator. You don't need an indicator. All right. I don't use any indicators on my chart. Brad does not use any indicators on his chart. C130, we're trying to scrape that last piece of Market Cipher away on his chart.
This
So
man.
you don't need Market Cipher. You don't need indicators. We use VWAP, and these are just reference points for us. We don't take a trade just because it hit the VWAP, because it hit the second deviation, the first deviation. We might draw a fib just to kind of see where levels are. We're not taking trades blindly off all these things. All right. So Market Cipher, I see people on here using the 11-minute time frame, the 24-minute time frame, a 3-minute, all these outrageous numbers. Nobody in the professional world will look at anything but a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 30 minute, maybe a 15 minute, a 4 hour time frame, hour time frame, and a daily, a weekly, a monthly, a yearly. No one is looking at these crazy numbers. And when you guys have an indicator and you guys are searching through all these different time frames, you guys are literally looking for something that is meeting your expectations. And you guys are trying to trick your brain into finding something that's meeting the time frame to see that green dot, to see that red dot. And that is the problem with indicators, and that's the problem with Market Cipher, and that's the problem with CryptoFace, that he is just up there showing gains, showing losses, showing whatever. He's not teaching you guys how to trade. That is 100% for pure entertainment purpose only. We are here to try and teach you guys something that's actually valuable, something you can take into your career, something you can take into your future until the end of time. This is something that's been traded, market profile, for a very long time. And this is something that's not going to go away. And this is how professionals will trade the market. So if you guys are over there relying on indicators, like I said, I'm not putting any blame to you guys. We've all been tricked. We've all want a shortcut. We all want everything else, right? We live in a place where everything's instant. You get Uber Eats right away. You don't have to leave your house. You got Amazon Prime. You got Amazon 2 hour, 1 hour, depending on where you live. So, we all expect instantaneous gratification on everything we do, right? And an indicator is the fastest way to get that, or at least it seems that way in trading a market, but it's not. So, we want to protect you guys from A, spending money that you don't need to spend, and B, want to show you guys the truth, all right? So, we are trying to show you guys the way, all right? If you guys watch The Mandalorian on Disney Channel, this is the way, all right? So, we are going to show you guys the way to trade. It might not work for all you guys, and that's fine. But we're gonna beat it like a dead horse until we get that point driven home. All right. Sorry for all you animal lovers out there. It's just an expression. All right. But we're out here to try and show you guys the way, the truth. All right. We're not here to, blow smoke up your guys. You know what? All right. And so, try and stay away from the indicators. Try and stay away from the crypto face. Try and stay away from market cipher. All right. We're gonna show you guys how to trade the markets. All right. So thank you guys. Sorry to go on my soapbox again, but when I see that kind of stuff, it's not personal, but it is personal to me because I was out there someone before losing money, not the crypto face or market cipher, but another person pumped up indicator. You guys can go on YouTube, type in the best indicator, the best whatever. You don't have a million ads to show. No one's going to show you market profile because guess what? It's not glitzy, it's not glamorous. No one's going to guarantee the market profile is going to make you a million overnight. All right, all these indicators. Oh yeah, you can make 4 times your money back the first time you try this indicator. You can make $1 million or whatever. All these guarantees, all right? You guys should start asking Market Cipher for a refund, I think. Where, if you guys have made money, great. If you haven't made money, ask him for a refund. I'm pretty sure sometime along the line he's been like, oh yeah, so easy to make money, easy to trade, right? Not the case, all right? So that's me. That's my soapbox right there. But nothing personal, but for me, it is personal. All right, exactly. Thank you, Mad Cats. Snake oil. That's pretty much what it is, all right? Anytime someone's telling you can do something easy, do something fast, 100% it's a scam. It's not guaranteed. And not only that, Market Cipher is just something that's rebranded that was already on there. So it's just a bunch of MACDs, a bunch of RSIs, a bunch of oscillators, painted in pretty colors, given silly names like money flow indicator. There's no such thing as a money flow indicator in a market, you guys. This is all just smoke and mirrors, okay? So, we're trying to teach you guys how to trade. We're not trying to sell you guys something. The only thing we're going to sell you guys is an education, all right? No one's going to go to, Harvard and be like, I just want the 1-year degree, okay? They're going to go for the 4-year, the master's, the doctorates, all right? We're not trying to sell you guys something in 1 semester, okay? Like I said, this can be your education, and how much money you guys want to put into this is going to be, up to you guys. You guys can go and blow up your accounts 10 times and get that Harvard education like me. Or we can give you guys a community college education. It's the same thing, half the price, quarter the price, and you guys can go on about your lives and start making some money day to day. All right? So we are here to help you guys out, show you guys the right way. If you guys want to continue on the wrong way, that's up to you guys. But at the end of the day, we're going to know that we showed you guys the right way, okay? So, all right, I'm done.
Nah, hell yeah, man. I mean, you just said it how it was, dude, and that's what we love about our community is, our current viewers, it stays the same, regardless of what we say, because we keep it constant, we keep it real. And you guys need to hear this. It sucks, but you guys need to hear this, is that we're, I like 3AM was saying, right? All of us are kind of jumping in at one point to this indicator game where it's just like, hey, these, guaranteed money. Like, listen to what people say, right? When you hear any indicator, listen to how they choose their words. Oh, you're missing out on life-changing wealth. Oh, you're missing out on the ability to make it. You're like, it's always like a FOMO type feel. Like, you just have to get it because it doesn't make sense not to get it, but you don't know how it's going to perform because you've never used it and you have to buy it to get it. So you're going to go ahead and buy it to try it out. And if you're losing money, you're going to think that it's because you're not reading the indicator right, when in reality, that's not the case. The case is that you are a pioneer. One of the first people that that's willing to go out into the market and try to figure this out and try to do this, and your innovation and your aptitude and your concentration and everything that you're putting towards this entire space is literally being taken advantage of by somebody who's trying to tell you that you can make it by just showing you an indicator and just showing you how much money they make, instead of guiding you on how to use what they're showing and showing you what they make aside from what they're streaming. Like Bitcoin Brad yesterday showed his P&L for the morning. We were showing call outs for the morning. He popped up and said, hey, this is how much I made. This is how much I lost. This is it right here. Look at it, right? And see what you think about what I'm putting. And that's what we're here for, guys, to tell you guys the truth. Right? 3AM, he just says it how it is, man. And it ties up with how Brad was saying. He was saying not many people like him because of how real he is, and that's the same way. I mean, dude, guys, trust me, I'm the same way. We don't sugarcoat it. It's just facts. That's why, we try not to cuss on stream, but sometimes we have to cuss because we have to express what we're saying. And so, I don't want to go on too big of a rant, but we are 10 minutes over our time, 9 minutes over our time. Brad, is there anything you want to add before we close out on the stream today?
Oh, I think you guys pretty much nailed it. I'm not gonna piggyback on you guys. You guys have got it I just want everyone to understand that, we're here to help you guys. We're here to try to train you to do exactly what we're doing, but we also are being real with you guys when we tell you it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen this month. It's probably not going to happen next month. It's going to be, it's going to take some work, just like um, anything does, right? Nobody becomes a professional athlete by just, you know, uh, trying a little bit. People become professional because they try hard and practice, right? So, just kind of, stay in there, stay with it, and you know, we'll get there together as a team, right?
Hell yeah. And that's what it's about.
So,
Team.
so one more thing from you guys. If we, a lot of things that's going on like Market Cipher and like some of these other streamers, they have affiliate links to Bybit, to Market Cipher, and all this other kind of stuff, right? We are not going to tell you guys to go out and buy something if we don't use it ourselves and actually use it on a daily basis, or if we don't believe in the product. Okay. For some of you guys don't know, I went to business school, just finishing up last semester with my master's in business. I take business very seriously, and for me, there's two kind of customers. There's an internal customer and the external customer, right? So for us, we are using everything that we're going to tell you guys to use, all right? There's not going to be something out there, and if we tell you guys to use something, we'll go through and we'll vet it 100% before we push out to you guys, all right? Because like I said, you guys, you guys probably work a 9 to 5, you guys do whatever. We don't want you guys to spend your hard-earned money on something that we don't believe in, all right? So this is something 100% that I believe in, that Brad believes in, that Ramon getting him, Oh, sorry, use your real name, bro.
Nah, you're good.
C130,
You're good. No, it's all good.
we got him in. He's 99% there. So we're gonna wipe that. We're gonna wipe that. What's it called? Market Cipher off the screen one day, and get him that last percent there. But we believe in everything that we're doing here, 100%. And we're glad you guys are here. And thank you, Ryan Phillips, man. $20. Thank you for what you do, keeping it real and showing people how the markets actually work. Hey, that's what we're here for, man. We're here for you guys, nothing but the truth, man. So help me God. All right. If I had my the Bible, man. So like I said, everything here is 100% authentic. You guys won't see anything, no smoke and mirrors here. So you guys are gonna get us for what we really are. All right, we're not here to just show you guys these crazy games, crazy losses. You guys can go watch another stream for that, but we're happy that you guys are here to actually learn something and be part of our community. All right. So if our community, if you guys weren't here, we wouldn't have anything either. So we're glad you guys are here, spending time with us. Like I said before, time is that one thing you can't buy back. All right. So we're happy you guys are spending time with us.
Hell yeah. Very, very well put by 3 a.m. guys. So one more shout out, right? I know 3 a.m. already did it, but we're gonna close out here. I'm gonna shout you out again one more time, Ryan. We really, really appreciate the people who donate, man. Like honestly, it goes right back into the Discord, guys. We're out here to make smart moves that make you guys more profitable traders and more successful traders with very high acuity and skill in the arts of psychological resistance. We're out here to help you guys out and make you guys become the trader that you envision yourself to be. Because we all have an image of ourselves, and no, it's not an ego, it's just a projection of who you are, and everyone should have one. And you guys in your head, right, it is a healthy thing to just consider yourself a badass trader, because that's what you want to be. That's your goal. And we're here to help you guys out. You're gonna be chilling, right? Just talk. Your buddy's gonna call you and be like, "Hey, you want to hang out? This and that." Be like, "Hey, bro, give me a sec. Let me make this quick. $500. How Bitcoin Brad's been sticking the past few days. Let me make this quick 500, and then I'll go chill, right? Make your 500, and then go enjoy your day. And that's what we're here for, guys. And we want to appreciate, everybody who stuck to the end of the stream. 2 hours every stream, from the beginning of the stream. But before we close out, I want to give a big shout out to the people who've been donating so far. We definitely, we are very grateful for the help. I mean, none of you guys, right, have to donate a dime, but it just helps out the community a lot faster since we're able to grow it and improve it at a faster rate. So I have the names right here. I want to give a huge shout out to the following people. Huge shout out to J Red, Byron Chapman, Tank Emptier, Matt Flint, Clockwatcher 930, Burnett 710, Big Blaze, Ian H, Long and Short, Carl Boyd, Bitbeard, Jay Serendipity, Otto Torres, Becca B, Chumwaffle, Big Blaze, Ian H, All Stars, Patrick Shork, Lup 247 Burwell, Eric Smith, Nigel, Alexander Gustav, Progressive Martian, Ian H, Progressive Martian again, and Ryan Phillips. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are amazing, and people like you, right, are the people who take the extra step to show your gratitude and that we are indeed actually making it gives us the signal that you guys are grasping the concept and that you guys are enjoying the stuff that we're putting out. And if you know, and it's not, I'm not saying that, right, to anyone who didn't donate. If you haven't donated, that's fine, guys. We're here to make you guys more money. Keep your money, right? You don't have to donate. It's just great, as you know, coming from 3 a.m. Bitcoin Brad and my side, on how we see the community growing as a whole. Selflessness implemented in real time, and the fact that we want this to grow, guys. We want to do this. So guys, we want to thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for everything that that you guys have been, you know, posting in the Discord. I'm going to post the Discord links a few more times in the chat. That way, if you haven't gotten in, you guys can get in and check out some of Bitcoin Brad's sweet trades. He stays with it. There's a Discord link. Check that out. And before we close, the last thing I'm going to add is I want you guys to at least, you know, check it out, right? Just check out the Instagram. I posted it. If you go on there and read the first post that we have, we're doing a raffle. When we reach 500 followers, we will pick out 30 people if we reach 500 before 12 midnight tonight Pacific time. But if we don't, if we just hit 500 people regularly, we'll have 20 seats. And we'll have a raffle for those 20 seats, and you guys will be able to learn from the man himself and be able to get the knowledge you need and get a heads up on the market. So guys, thank you so much. Check out that Instagram. Join the Discord if you haven't. And before I end this, 3 a.m. Bitcoin Brad, do you guys want to add anything else before we cut it here?
You know, just remember to manage your risk and, you know, have a plan. Stick to your plan. You know, a lot of times what happens is you have a plan in your head, and then, you know, something happens and you change your plan right away, and then it goes the wrong way, and then you look back at your plan and you think, damn, if I would have just listened to my plan, I would have been good to go. So you know, you just want to make sure you're following your plan for sure.
Heck yeah, just stick to it, right, guys? Stick to it. Remember, always manage your risk and stick to your trade plan. That's like the golden saying from the man himself. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We appreciate your guys' presence. We appreciate your guys' viewership. You guys are great. You guys are amazing. Next stream is going to be tomorrow, or I'm sorry, it's going to be today at 1 p.m. till 3 p.m. Pacific time. So remember, next stream is going to be in a few hours. So, you know, stay tuned and just look at those notifications and make sure that you guys don't miss a heartbeat. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be dope.